I drift off in my temporary coffin, I mentally enter the state of limbo. I'm like a moth in a dark room that hasn't got a window in sight. In the middle is a bright light, I track towards it, trapped in orbit. I might be exactly the chap to extract the force that it holds, deep within its swollen folds. So I head to the source, only to be absorbed into this awful orb of gold. On alternate earth, the needle hits the twisted vinyl. By buying the cursive wax, a little kid has committed one of the final acts of his species. Then he fills his caps with feces. As these tracks release these noxious gases, a blood-curdling sound emerges, and a cloud of masses. It takes form like a great swarm. When it abates, it's the shape of an ape holding a great horn. I'm growing, expanding inside your house, with one foot on your land and the other foot in your mouth. I emerge from the south in a new epoch of doubt. I'm telling them that this is the new wise millennium. I'm only happy when I'm propelling bombs, sending civilization back to a new era of bronze. It's a mechanical beast with mandibles and a beak, perching, pecking, lurching, the guards weapon searching. I never exaggerate the effect of my music, whether you're on a raft or a cruise ship. You're gonna feel it cause Wise is on a new tip. Surprise, surprise, it's a shit. The whole world dies if I never exaggerate the effect of my music, whether you're on a raft or a cruise ship. You're gonna feel it cause Wise is on a new tip. Surprise, surprise, it's some huge shit. The whole world dies if I lose it. I collect the tears in the receptacle to get promotion. Wanna pass the lesson in disaster and commotion. Fear is the only acceptable expression of emotion, as I put an entire ocean into motion. So it came to pass that a vast wave came past and blasted away all of the masked slaves like a blade fast. The age of the masters that they defended in the class masquerade has ended. Claps of thunder and flashing like strobes. Under the weight of these tracks they're rendered asunder as it smashes the globe. Destruction is the passion of Joe. It's nice to hate, I'm like a solo rogue state. A god of war's wet dream. I raise my paws into the jet stream and drop a lot of spores. You can't get clean, you could try and mop your floor with chlorine and lock your door, but the shock and awe of this raw theme will stop you all. The percussion is crushing people in tanks, with no discussion like they're disgusting beetles and ants. Just scuttling weevils, living in rotten banks. I'm not evil, but I've got a lot of angst, thanks. Burning down banks is my hobby, fairly cathartic. There's no need for money now that we all live in the Arctic. Forget climate change, the biggest threat to the world is to be rearranged by a giant primate that's been strange. I never exaggerate the effect of my music, whether you're on a raft or a cruise ship. You're gonna feel it cause Wise is on a new tip. Surprise, surprise, it's some huge shit. The whole world dies if I never exaggerate the effect of my music, whether you're on a raft or a cruise ship. You're gonna feel it cause Wise is on a new tip. Surprise, surprise, it's some huge shit. The whole world dies if I lose it.